Welcome back, everyone. If you're just joining us, here are some of the major stories that you need to know about to get your day started. Here is the very latest coming from across the country. Additional charges for the police officers involved in the arrest and death of George Floyd. The Minnesota Attorney General announced the charges of aiding and abetting murder for the 3 other officers involved. And Derek Chauvin now has an additional upgraded charge of second-degree murder to go along with the original charge of third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter. All 4 have been fired. And today, the first of many memorials for Mr. Floyd will take place in Minneapolis. Also this morning, closer to home, police are looking for the driver of a truck. An event took place in front of the Shasta County Courthouse, and people began to crowd the red truck that you saw there, and then someone throws what looks like a water bottle into the crowd. You could hear people telling the driver to get back into the car. The driver eventually got back in and took off. Reading police say they are investigating and believe that no one was hurt. And Friday, official Northern California protests against racial inequality and police brutality are set to continue, with protests planned in both Redding and Chico. Smaller unofficial protests have continued to develop daily near both city halls. If any gatherings take place today, Action News will bring you the latest on those as well. And we also have more information on that PG&E helicopter crash which killed 3 people Tuesday. One of the victims was from Chico. Travis Schul, 29 years old. And investigators say the helicopter was contracted from PJ Helicopters off Langley Road in Red Bluff. Solano County representatives say that helicopter hit a power line and crashed into a hillside along Interstate 80. The 2 other victims, Roscoe Gray of Sonora and Jimmy Wasden, it's unclear of which city he is from. A house fire in Brook Ridge Drive in Redding Wednesday, and firefighters were called out at around 12:30. The fire department was able to knock that out in about 5 minutes and no one was injured. The flames, though, did cause minor damage to the kitchen. The Redding Fire Department says it's estimated the damage is around $20,000 and the cause appears to be from an electrical malfunction. However, the investigation continues. And another investigation is underway this morning. This after Redding police rescued a 4-year-old girl. She was found 70 feet down a steep cliff. Police say that child had been reported missing just before 11:30 Wednesday morning. Using a drone, they found that child tangled in berry vines down a cliff at the north end of East Sacramento Street near the Sacramento River. The fire department helped pull an officer who was holding the little girl to safety. They say the child had minor injuries and she's now in protective custody. Her parents could face charges of child endangerment. And another rescue, this one from the water. A helicopter was used to pluck that man that you see there stuck on a rock in Clear Creek. Shasta County Sheriff's representatives say Matthew Ramey of Red Bluff had jumped into the creek to rescue a juvenile who was caught in fast-moving water and about to be washed downstream into a gorge. Ramey helped the child make it to shore and then went through some white water himself before he was able to pull himself onto that boulder. Rescuers hoisted Ramey off the rock and safely to shore.